Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Lover Pretend, and I am so excited! We're doing Riku finally! Look, there he is! Oh my god! Use the same name, yes! I am so excited! We get to skip so much stuff! Skip the prologue! And we'll skip all the pretend times and stuff like that, so. Did I say skip and it just went into it? No, okay. But I'm pretty sure, but I'm like, it's like prologue, and I'm like, but I skipped prologue, but that's okay. Oh my god. If you're skipping pretend time, all answers correct. Yay! Oh, I'm so excited. I forgot where we were, because again, it's been like 2 weeks. Oh, there he is. There's our precious prince. This route better be goddamn good, because I love him, so like, you know, although all the routes so far have been great, so like, I have high expectations. Yeah. Sorry. No. Are you serious? I can't skip the goddamn... Why in the world can you not skip this? Why do I complain every single time? You know, because the other game I'm playing right now, like, you can skip this and you can skip the credit scene, so it's like, oh my god. It's cute though, but it's kind of one of those, like, I've seen it 6 times. Okay, I've seen it. This is now the 4th time. Like, actually, no, more, because there are times where you're like setting stuff up or you're doing something and like it goes because you leave the, if you leave the title page on too long, it does this. So I've seen this multiple times. And I can't have the music on. It's really more the music. And then I have to lean over to mute it. And then I disrupt my bird who's sitting with me. And then he gets feisty and I don't want him to poop on me. Like, he's good at holding it. He'll hold it. But like, if he gets too feisty, then it's like shit. Like, it's kind of one of those, like, when you're sleeping, but then the second you kind of blink to go move, you're like, fuck, now I need to pee. I just don't want that to be him, you know? But, yeah, no. Riku, did you have a... I'm sorry, did you pin me against a wall? Because I'm here for that. Yeah, I forgot where we were, and I was like, oh, who have I done? I'm like, oh my god! We only have 2 routes left. I forgot that I did Yukito right after, Harumi. So because of that, and I had to start recording our other game, it's been like 2 weeks. So it's been a while. At least, if not more. Maybe closer to 2. I don't know. All right, hold on. I gotta sleep up the volume back up. There you go. All right. Okay. Oh, right. We can skip this. Oh, I'm fine. Eating our not dad. Oh, there's Harumi. You're really pretty. He's like, god damn it. Sorry, I gotta adjust something while we're skipping. Because this game, I don't know about for you, but for me it's very loud. Pretend time! All answers correct, of course. Right, and we gotta remember to start timing these so when we see a pretend time coming up to save beforehand so we don't have to do this. Riku. This person. Riku Nishijima, October 14th, 25 years old. 182 centimeters tall, blood type AB, star sign Libra. Oh, that's Makino. Okay. Ah, Riku Nishijima, you've got a discerning eye. I know he's handsome, isn't he? Why him? Well, I can't mention his connection to pretend to love yet. I'll talk about his recent work. He was in something I watched recently, and he left an impression on me. Yeah, that kid's been in a lot of shows lately. He's trending. His acting ability's among the best of the candidates. Even our director's heard of him. Right. I haven't worked with him in a while, but I've seen him on some past projects. Wasn't Baby Riku in Pretend Alone? When I saw him act alongside his father as a child, he made it through the show without a single bad take. His talent impressed me. The meeting goes on. If fucking Eiichiro's our goddamn brother, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm just saying. I'm still mad about this. Yeah, not really. Not really, bro. God. There's our pretty boy. Yeah, no. Oh, I do love all the characters. They're all good. Like, right, all answers correct? I don't... Okay. And then there's another one. Oh, right, this one with all answers correct. Do, do, do. I have to wake him up. Oh, I love him precious sleeping. All right. In that case, what should I do? I have to wake him up. I'd love to let him sleep, but he'll catch cold here. Look at how precious he is sleeping. I love it. I should at least guide him to a comfier sleeping spot, like the sofa in the lobby. Shijima, sorry to wake you. This isn't a safe place to sleep. Would you mind? Oh, he looks so mad. Is he gonna be that character? Where, like, he seems, like, very polite and nice, but he's kind of a little bit of a bitch? I think I'm okay with it. He looks so mad right now. I'm into it. No, like, you can glare at me harder. Put glasses on, I like it. I'm serious, put glasses on and glare at me. I love it. That's my thing. But you know what, you can just, look how beautiful he is glaring at you. I'm sorry. No, this isn't turning me off. This is dialing it up to 11, motherfucker. Oh! Egg. Here. Tie. Later. Uh-huh. Slow. And yet... Hey, please wake up! Oh, right. I must have fallen asleep. I guess that's just his groggy face, like, huh? But it looks like he was glaring at us. I'm like, I'm okay with... I was really gonna be like, how dare you wake me up? Like, is he just a grumpy bitch when he wakes up? Because, like, I get it. I am too. And that was supposed to be like, oh, it's just him squinting at you. I'm like, no, he looked like he was glaring, but I'm not complaining. Nishijima stretched, patted his face a few times, then turned to me. And the awkward face. Sorry about that. Looks like I dozed off here. And thank you for waking me up. I remember you from the audition. Miss Ueki, was it? It's Ueda. Spacey Ueda. Right. So it was. Sorry, I'm still half asleep. Everything's a bit hazy. He sure looks like he forgot. Why were you sleeping here anyway? You'll catch a cold doing that. It's kind of okay if he forgot your name. Like, I guess, I don't know if they're trying to put it in like, oh, he's so, like, pretentious that he forgot your name, or like, he's such a big star type of a thing. And it's like, nah, I mean, can't remember everyone's name. Maybe he's just not great with names, you know? Yeah. I guess I've embarrassed myself in front of you. Lately I've been too busy to get much sleep, so I was doing a little catch-up. I'll find a better place to nap. Thank you. I could have sworn he glared at me for a second. He did! When we woke him up and it was hot! Being an actor must be tough if he's so tired that he randomly falls asleep in places like this. I kind of wonder if he's like, Ueki, was it? Like, he forgot your name, and then I think he glared at me a little. If, like, they're gonna paint him as being, like, a little moody and bitchy and kind of like he acts all nice and polite, but, like, really he's just got some kind of, like, grouchy anger issues, you know what I mean? I'm curious, because I, like, didn't read, like, too much about him, but anyway, so. Episode 2. Hello, bird. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. I also can't wait to find out what in his route makes goddamn no sense. I am assuming we follow Riku? Yeah, okay. Nishijima really has it together. Maybe he'll know how to deal with these two. I sent him the most hopeful look I could muster, but things didn't pan out in my favor. Nishijima spared a single glance in our direction, then left the room. Yeah, I figured that would happen. He doesn't seem like the sort of person who would intervene in a loud argument. In fact, I get the feeling that he goes out of his way to avoid any commotion. He drew a clear boundary between himself and others. As I mulled it over, Mr. Hanai's instructions came to mind. Yeah, you see, we'd like you to investigate the candidates. I can't give up now. If he's putting distance between us, then it's my job to chase after him. He might be connected to my father, and I also want to know what he's like. Okay. With a quick deep breath, I took advantage of a lull in Sena and Kazuma's argument to slip out of the room and follow Nishijima. Could you imagine everyone's like arguing and then you're like, okay, and then you walk away? Because you're having you're okaying your inner monologue? Which way did he go? He can't have gone far. Is it true? Are you really him? For real? Oh my god! Please let me shake your hand. I'm a huge fan! Huh? Who's that? Not any of the crew members, I'm sure. I'm sorry if that blasted out your eardrums. It blasted out mine just doing it. You can't be a very excited fangirl without high-pitched shrieking that makes your ears bleed. The place is part of the campground, though, so there shouldn't be any outsiders allowed. Ah! I know fangirl squeals anywhere, because I am one. I hurried off in the direction of the sound. Just as oh my. That freaked out my bird. He's like, the shit is that? It's okay, buddy. It's just fangirls. They're screaming for you because you're so handsome. You're so handsome. You're such a precious little booger baby. It's okay. Alright, anyway. Just as I had expected. There you go. They stop screaming now. Don't you bite my microphone. Oh! I like how that CG just bounced the fuck in here. What the shit? And then he's signing autographs and just looking so, like he's so happy about it. Probably crying inside, like, God damn it. Can I take a picture with you? I never thought I'd get to meet you in real life! Sorry, my agency doesn't allow photos. Would you accept an autograph? Wow, yes, please! Also, your latest movie was amazing! I loved it so much I saw it in theaters 3 times! Probably how I would act around Tom Hiddleston or some shit. Actually, I would just be like, I'd be like that, ah! And then I'd die. You think you're gonna have some decorum, you think you're gonna be like, nah, I'd be like, oh, hey, what's up, man? And then you'd be like, I'm dying inside! Either that or you'd just be too stunned to speak, so at least you wouldn't embarrass yourself, I guess. I'm honored that you enjoyed it. I'll be sure to let the director and my fellow cast members know. Thank you! Here's your autograph. I hope you'll keep rooting for me in the future. I will! I'll be your fan for the rest of my life! I'm gonna frame your signature and make it a family heirloom! Thank you so much! that didn't come out right. And the pleasure is all mine. Okay, me next. I brought every magazine and DVD I've ever been in. Please sign this and this too! Alright, I'd be happy to. His smile is flawless, and yet Nishijima was clearly in danger of drowning in his pool of fans. What should I do? You know what? I think I've got this. I had to get him out of there before even more people showed up. Putting on my game face, I plunged into the crowd and shoved my way to Nishijima's side. Nishijima, are you okay? Oh. Yes. Somehow. I just like how he stands awkwardly with his hand on his neck like that. Good. Let's get you somewhere less crowded. He nodded, so I turned to the crowd. I'm terribly sorry, but this area is not open to the public. This is an active set. Please make your way out. What? Just a little peek is fine. So stingy. No fair. How does that make me stingy? Hey, bird, stop eating the headset. I bit back my protest as I desperately held off the crowd. Somehow I managed to escort Nishijima away from the area. I need you to simmer the fuck down, buddy. Phew. When we finally reached a quiet spot, he sat down on a bench and closed his eyes in exhaustion. I should let Kazuma know what happened. It'd be better to let staff who are used to this kind of thing deal with the fans. After updating Kazuma via text, I timidly called out to Nishijima. They mobbed you pretty hard. Are you hurt? I'm fine. It happens sometimes. They took me by surprise today. I let my guard down because this place is supposed to be off limits. Knew you were popular, but wow. I'd let Kamakubo, know where we are. People should be coming to help us soon. Look at the little sweet face. He's like, you would do that for me? He just looks so endearing. Stop it. You've been a big help. Thank you. If you call me Ueki again, though, I'm gonna be kind of mad. This whole area is supposed to be closed to the public, and news of the training camp wasn't publicized either. There are times we can't do anything about it. Those sorts of people always find a way to know our whereabouts. They share intel when they spot an actor, stuff like that. They care more about bragging to each other than performers' privacy. Nishijima's smile was serene as always, but for a moment, it sent a chill down my spine. Oh, what was that? The way he spoke about his fans must have caught me off guard, especially since he always maintains a gentle composure. Yeah, it's like there's a little bitterness under here. Paying no attention to my reflective moment, Nishijima looked up at the sky. And come to think of it, this is a campground. Even if they put up signs to keep people out, anyone determined enough could sneak in. It's not like we're surrounded by really high fences. Barbed wire. I was just trying to lighten the mood, but maybe I said too much. He's like looking at you like, what the fuck are you implying? Like, what is wrong with you, girl? You're right. Oh my. Just then, my phone dinged with a ring notification. All taken care of. You can come back now. Thank goodness. They finished chasing off all the fans. I was just told we can go back now. Finally. I'm sorry for causing you so much trouble. Oh, it was no trouble at all. All I did was take you away from there. I like how we rescued him. You know what, I'm into this. Fangirls can be scary, though. Yikes. Still, I think I can understand why those girls were so excited. If I were one of them and I ran into you, I'd want a commemorative autograph, too. I wouldn't be quite so pushy about it, though. You want one, too? Nishijima let slip a soft chuckle. An autograph? I mean, you're an actor I respect. If I met you outside of work, I might want one. I'll sign something for you, then. Oh, no, that would be rude of me. Why would it be rude? Well, I'm here for work. If I made a frivolous request like that, it would be disrespectful to all the work you've put into these auditions. Until just earlier, you seemed so unsure of yourself. But you can gather your courage and speak your mind, huh? What? I was just taking note of how steadfast you were in front of all those people. Sorry about that, but just so you know, a lot of people on the crew have asked for my autograph. Wait, really? Yeah, so... there are quite a few people who easily do what you just described as frivolous. When you give an opinion like that, you may want to consider who you're saying it to. Oh! So when you're on set, do you also change the way you act depending on who's around you? I suppose I do. Work goes more smoothly when everyone on set is on good terms. I like how he looks like a little, like, slightly pouty here. Is that how it is? I always assumed the biggest stars were divas on set. I'm kind of wondering if he's going to be a little bit of one. Not like, oh, get me this, get me that. Take all the green M&Ms out. I don't like the green ones. You know, but like, kind of wondering if he's more like, just like the grumpy bitch. You know what I mean? Which could be diva-ish, you know? Sorry, it's just a notion I had in my head. In actuality, you consider people's feelings and how to help them get along, even while you're focused on acting. That's impressive. Is it? It doesn't seem like a big deal to me. And so humble. So, how about it? How about what? My autograph. Well, it seems kind of, it's like, So funny that he's like, so how about it? What? Did you want my autograph or not? Wow. That's it's a little like, if it, I mean, I understand he was like, oh, I can give you one if you want. And you're like, no, I wouldn't dream. And then we got onto a different topic, and then you brought it back. Like, you might be, are you a little into yourself? I know now that you don't want it for selfish reasons or to show off, and just think of it as a way to repay you for your help earlier. Buying me like a candy bar would be better, but okay, sure. Well, I don't know if this is sufficient enough for what you did, but I'd be happy to do it if you want one. Really? Of course. An autograph is no big deal. I don't have anything for you to sign right now, though. Just a notepad and pen that I use for work. And then tear off a page. I can sign that. You could just open the back of it so you can sign in there. What? Well, wait! But it's your autograph! You are the one and only Riku Nishijima! It's gonna sign a ripped piece of paper? Yep. There's no way it's good enough for you. Really? What's the matter? Well, is that okay with you? Yeah, okay. I'm like, is that okay with you? It's no problem, like, because she's so like, it's a ripped piece of paper. Is it really okay with you? Why wouldn't it be? I don't know why this little pout face of his is so funny. It just seems so out of character. We barely know him. He's just like, I mean, it's your signature. Maybe I shouldn't treat it so carelessly. Although, it won't lose its value just because of what you write it on. You were talking about value, but it's something I can create in a few seconds with a pen. If you think about it, an autograph is just a few words on a piece of paper. I beg to differ. There's like a sad look in his eyes. It's like, it's almost like he's like, what, you don't want my autograph? But that's not what we're saying, but like that look is like, what do you mean? I couldn't help but reject his irreverent description. An autograph contains all the memories and emotions of the moment you received it. It's not just a few letters, not when it has so much packed inside it. One of your fans even said it would be her family heirloom. She's a little crazy, that girl, but... Nishijima's eyes widened in surprise at my outburst. You're more of a romantic than I expected. You're gonna kiss me now? I know it's not gonna come for a long time, but... he smiled and scribbled his signature on the page for me. Here you go. Thank you. I'll treasure it. Yeah. Now then. I'll be heading back. Lessons are about to pick back up. You were a big help earlier. Thanks. Oh, you're welcome. After saying so, Nishijima quickly made his leave. He was smiling gently all the while, and yet... I can't believe that cool, composed demeanor is true to his feelings. See, this is what I'm concerned about. What's he really like underneath this, like, cool, friendly demeanor? This is not the real person. You know? But it's kind of like Makino, you know what I mean? What? I'm not in... And then he's just a total anime nerd underneath, and he just didn't want to admit it, you know? Nishijima was calm, polite, and gentle toward everyone he met. But for a moment, I'd seen an icier side of him. I feel like I'm losing sight of who he really is. Puzzled over my glimpses into this hitherto unknown side of Nishijima, I also left the rest area. You know? Alright, we're skipping this. I'm kind of like trying to figure out what he's like. You know what I mean? So, all right, where I'm going to go to the clearing, I'm assuming. Yeah, sorry. My brain is just trying to figure him out. There should be some props in the clearing that need to be set up. Props, in this case, didn't refer to items for the movie set. Rather, they were things the director had specifically requested for this camp. No one had filled me in on the entire camp schedule, but I knew it was the last round of auditions. Maybe there'd be another acting exercise like the improv skits from the earlier rounds. If the crew starts asking for a bunch of different props, that probably means there's a big performance coming up. When I was helping move things yesterday, they even said it'd be great if we could clear out the area. Cleaning was already part of my regular duties, and it was something I'd actually be able to focus on. Yep, that sounds perfect for me right now. Mind made up, I headed to the clearing. There's no one here. Are they all on break? All sorts of equipment and other miscellany were strewn around the area. What should I do? I don't think I should start moving things without asking. Oh, wait! There's someone poring over the stuff in that corner. I took one cautious step toward the familiar figure, then another. I knew it. That's Nishijima. Feels like I haven't seen him in a while. In actuality, it had only been a day. He'd been out all day yesterday filming another project. And yet he'd participated in today's lessons without looking tired at all. Is he on break? What's he doing out here? He's snorting coke over there. He didn't seem to notice me coming over. Once I was directly behind him, I spoke up. Nishijima, what are you... Whoa. Nishijima jumped up, spooked, and several items fell from his grasp. Among them I could see assorted tools. And are those parts? When I looked around, I saw a number of disassembled parts neatly lined up around him. What kind of weird hobby do you have? Do you build robots or some shit? Is he taking something apart? Chair, maybe? Oh, Miss Ueda. Sorry for startling you. I knelt down next to Nishijima and helped him pick up the fallen parts. Just then... Oh no, this one's broken! There's a crack here! Really, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have snuck up on you. No, this isn't your fault. He gazed at the broken part and the tool in my hands. What do I do? This won't be an easy fix. I like how his shirt is like a dress, basically. You know what I mean? Because it's not even like pants. It's just like so long. It's like the longest tunic ever. I'm just going with he's wearing a dress and a really... I mean, like, it's not even the, like, the cardigan, the long dustery cardigan, because that's cool. But, like, you know, because you can have a super long cardigan, but it's like his shirt is either super freaking long or he's wearing a dress. And I'm into it. I just noticed it. I'm like, God damn. Hey, what happened to this chair? You took it completely apart. Prop Master's back already? Talk about bad timing. The Prop Master squatted down beside the scattered pieces of the chair and picked one up. This is just, you know... you're the one actor guy. Right, you're part of the auditions. Yes, Before Nishijima could say more, the Prop Master noticed me. You with the tool. You do this? Huh? No, I clamped my mouth shut in a panic. You say I didn't do it. Nishijima might be angry at me. I mean, it's my fault that this got broken. If this were to impact his evaluation on the additions... Oh no. And this has nothing to do with her. It was me. I did it. Huh? I knew it. Miss Ueda, please... I subtly shook my head at Nishijima to stop him. I was the one who dealt the finishing blow to the chair. It's up to me to make things right. We're having a pretend time about... Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, we don't have to save before this one. Okay, never mind. I was like, fuck, we have a pretend time. Don't save. I'm not worried about it. It's before the ones that we actually have to, and I was like, shit. I didn't have a create a save, so we're fine here. Okay. Cover Rico... Oh. Mission! Cover Rico and apologize to the Prop Master! That said, you did a pretty good job taking it apart. Even left the screw threads intact. Why take the chair apart in the first place? Can't see why you find that interesting. Well, I don't know why Nishijima took it apart either. Why did he, I wonder? That chair is... I have a good reason, trust me. Why, I'll tell you right now. And that is... Was that anxiety or suspicion I saw in Nishijima's face? His little pout face right now, the slight pout scowl that he's giving us is hilarious. I can worry about that later. I need to talk my way out of this. Why did you take the chair apart? See how it's made. It's reference material. I thought I could use it as reference material for the script. Script, you say? Yes, you see, there's a scene where the protagonist takes a chair apart, but it doesn't come off as very realistic as is. Miss Ueda, you don't have to worry about me. Oh yeah, I think I remember hearing about another screenwriter doing the same thing. Really? Yep. Look, your enthusiasm for learning's great and all, But you should do this kind of stuff in your personal time. You're completely right. Sorry. It seems like he believed me. Nishijima frowned, but he didn't say a word. I felt the urge to give him a reassuring nod. Look at his sad pout! His sad pout's adorable. Anywho, like I was saying, you did a darn good job taking it apart. You must be used to this. You look like you got a knack for technical work. Where'd you learn to do that? See... like... maybe Nishijima just really likes building things. Huh? I mean, with the way this thing's built, you wouldn't be able to take it apart without knowing more than your average Joe. Well, actually, where on earth did Nishijima learn how to do it then? Nope! Oh, you know, when it comes to these skills... My dad taught me? Where did you learn such technical skills? I'm self-taught in college. I'm self-taught. Nobody actually taught me a thing. I just work based on my instinct. Say what? Miss Ueda, you don't have to... Wait, you're telling me you did all this based on your gut? I mean, sometimes you can figure shit out by looking at it. Without directions. Just saying. Yes. Yes, I did. If that's true, then color me surprised. Not even pros are always so careful, and you lined them up in a real thoughtful way, too. This is how a real master does things. I don't know much about movie scripts, but you got what it takes to work with props. Thank you! You're too kind. That went way better than I expected. I feel like Nishijima... I mean, the prop guy isn't mad, so, you know. Relieved, I glanced in Nishijima's direction. Hey, he looks kind of happy. I bet he appreciates the indirect compliment. Yeah, look, he's like... Maybe he didn't want to be an actor like his dad. Maybe that was kind of something that was forced on him. Maybe he always wanted to work behind the scenes in the props department. Is that what we're going to find out? That's his true calling. Still, I was only gone for a couple of minutes. Chair's big, heavy too. You really do this on your own without anybody's help? The prop master's eyes flicked over to Nishijima. He suspects that we were working on this together. That's enough, Miss Ueda. You don't have to make it seem... I'll be fine. Just a little more. Please play along. Nishijima was fretting over me, so I shot him a pleading stare. Oh, Miss Ueda... I can do this. I'm sure we're almost scot-free. Did you really take the chair apart on your own? I sure did. I think so? I sure did! I did it all by myself. Please have mercy. I bowed deeply and vigorously, laying it on thick. I'll turn myself in. You'll do what? Turn yourself in. I broke one of the parts. You've caught me red-handed. Wait, hang on a sec. You don't know how to get torn up about, all right? Look at the fella next to you. Look at the fella next to you. Look at Riku's face. He's so sad. He's cringing at how over the top you are. Shoot, did I go too far? As you can see, she is very sorry. Could you find it in your heart to forgive her? Yes, he's leaning into it. If she's committed a crime, then so have I. We're utterly, truly, deeply sorry. Nishijima the actor has arrived. You dropped this, my king. I wish we had said that to him. You dropped this, my king. I'll bow down before you, you son of a bitch. I love him. But wait, I'm the one at fault here. But the way you said it, this guy might get the wrong idea. I never said anything about crimes, and I don't think it's a big deal either. Shijima's realistic acting confused him. Is that on purpose? I should keep it going. He didn't do anything wrong, sir. He just said it for my sake. Again, I'm so sorry. Alright, well, looks to me like you feel remorseful enough. Thank you. Phew, thank goodness. Nothing to be done about it now, so I'll let this slide this time. A curious spirit here is probably good for your trade. Thank you. I'm really sorry. It's fine. Hey, if you know her, make sure to stop her next time. I will. I apologize. Well, I'm gonna put this chair back together, so bring the parts over. Okay. After we gathered up the parts and gave them to the props master, he left. I let out a huge sigh of relief. I'm so glad we got through that. Oh, and thanks for playing along there at the end. Although it did get weirdly melodramatic all of a sudden. That was exhausting. Anyway, thank you again. Why are you thanking me? Why wouldn't I? I mean, shouldn't I be the one thanking you? Oh, right. Thank you, Miss Ueda. Truly. Gosh, you're welcome. He's gonna be like, why did you help me? Complete! Woo! We did it! We guessed right with the guide. I have no right to get that excited over a complete pretend time when I'm cheating using a guide, but... Once the prop master was out of sight, my whole body sagged with relief. Phew! I'm exhausted. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have had to get involved. Oh, no, I should be the one apologizing. I shook my head and Nishijima let out a strained laugh. Why did you protect me? You were bound to take the fall after everything you told him. Well, you only broke that part because I ambushed you. I'm still the one who took the chair apart, though. You didn't have to say all that. You're... how do I put this? Honest to a fault. I'm well aware. Yeah, thanks, though. His words were kind, but his smile was bitter. Anyway, you really surprised me today. Even the props master was singing your praises. Are you into DIY or something? Well, I suppose you could say that. I happened to notice that part of the chair was damaged. I was wondering if I could fix it myself, which is why you found me like that. Oh, so that's why you took it apart. He's into DIY stuff, huh? I wonder if that's the full truth or he just kind of made that up. Not the DIY stuff, but the whole, like, I noticed part of it was damaged, so I thought maybe I could fix it. You know what I mean? I mean, like, maybe, but maybe it was more like, oh, yeah, cool, I get to fix it! You know what I mean? Because I feel like if you know nothing about any of, like, prop stuff, you'd be like, oh, I should tell someone it's damaged because I noticed it. But I wonder if it was like, oh, I noticed it was damaged, so I figured I'd fix it. But it's more like I got really excited because I could fix it. Or there's just, like, a little more to it. He seemed like the sort of guy who'd never lifted anything heavier than a pair of chopsticks. I wouldn't have expected that. That's because he's hiding, you know what? Is he hiding super buff arms under that sweater? Are you surprised that I enjoy working with my hands? That's not what I meant. It's okay. Part of my job is maintaining a particular image. So I'd appreciate it if you'd keep my hobby to yourself. Not only do I have to craft my persona, but I also have to protect it. Like Yukito. It's kind of sad, because, like, I wonder, because, like, Yukito was like, I'm into modeling, but I want to be an actor, but that, you know what I mean? And I wonder if Riku's like, I just want to craft, I just want to make little wooden ducks. Okay? You know what I mean? Like, you know, and you're like, aw. You see, he's right. I understand. I'll keep this between us. Thank you. I sincerely hope so. Now, if you'll excuse me. I just saved your skin and you're gonna walk away? Nishijima bowed to me, then left for the lesson room. As a star, he has an image to uphold. Surely he had a number of stresses the public would never come to know. He really looked like he was enjoying taking that chair apart. Again, I'm wondering if it's gonna be, like, similar, you know what I mean? I got a glimpse of something beyond his perpetual smile for the audience. Good for us. Was that the real Nishijima? Wait, what was I doing out here anyway? Ah, right, I was having such a rough time earlier, too. I feel a little better now, like some of my stress has vanished. Okay, time to get back to work. I left the clearing behind, thinking all the while of his enthralled expression. I kind of wish there was a CG with him just looking like so joyously happy, messing around with it. You know what I mean? I feel like that could have been cute. So anyway, camp's ending. I can't wait to see what his, like, behind the scenes DIY hobby is. You know what I mean? All right. Skipping a little more. Having fun, skipping galore. You're welcome for that. I'm sorry. Understand the actors. Okay. Yes, because, right, that gives us this. I should definitely reach out to Nishijima first. He's been absent a lot over the past week. Even when he is here, I don't get many chances to speak with him. When we do talk, it's just about superficial stuff. I'm having a hard time coming up with what sort of role to give him in the script. Like Mr. Hanai said, he's too skilled of an actor. Shijima's played every role he's received to perfection. That makes it even more of a challenge to identify a niche for him. I jotted down my thoughts in my notebook, then looked up with a sigh. Anyway, I need to talk to him. The next time I see him, I'll stop him in his tracks if I have to. Ow! He's right here. Hey, Nishijima! Nishijima! What is it? You look like you're in trouble. If you're not busy right now, can I have a moment of your time? What if I am busy? I'll wait until you're finished. And if I say it'll take a long time? Then I'll wait a long time. Let's sit down then. I like he's like, and if I say it's gonna take a long time, I'll wait. Fine. He's like, how about no? I detected a flash of annoyance, but I couldn't let that stop me. Yeah, see? There's like something under the surface. I'm really curious. I resisted the urge to fist pump as I cracked open my notebook, pen at the ready. I need to figure out what kind of role would be best for Nishijima, and whether he has any preferences. I'll have to be clever if I'm going to get anything out of him. Ooh. Oh, right, okay. No, this would only be the common route save, but I'm not going to bother. Because we've already done the common route save. So. Pretend time. Mission! Get Riku Nishijima to admit how he feels about his casting! Sorry, kiss my bird. So, what did you need from me? Is it an emergency of some kind? Oh no, nothing that urgent. Then maybe we can do this later. No, sorry, it is an emergency. At least to me it is. He's already donned his usual smile. This man has no openings. Well, you see, feels like I haven't seen you in a while, so I was wondering how you're doing. Has it been that long? I suppose so. I was gone all of yesterday. Since I'm still working elsewhere, I have to be away often. I can't spend as much time with the crew or in lessons. Sorry about that. Gosh, no, I'm not here to complain about it. I love the fact that his, eyes match his shirt. That spring green color. You've shown us brilliant performances time and time again, as if you're completely unhindered. The other candidates have complained that Mr. Hanai's assignments are too hard, yet you seem to handle them with ease. I am somewhat experienced as an actor, after all. That gives me a bit of an edge, but it doesn't mean I can allow myself to be complacent. Completely flawless answer, like something the teacher's pet would say with a flip of their hair. If I let the conversation end here, then I'll have stopped him for nothing. I need to dig deeper and figure out his preferences. I know you've been acting since you were little. I've actually seen some of your earliest performances. What will you ask? What roles do you like? What roles challenge you? I get the impression that you can play any part well. Still, did any of them challenge you? Any jobs you didn't really like? 'Cause that's the one I'm gonna... Roles I've disliked? Well, that's a strange question. Nishijima frowned, which was unusual for him. I don't believe there were any. Huh? So you've never had complaints about any of your roles? He's like, no, all of them. I think it's going to turn into a situation like Yukito, where Yukito was like, oh, I got into modeling and it's fine, and I'll keep doing it, but I really want to act because I think I can, that's more my passion. And then he's got this persona he has to uphold, even though, kind of doesn't love it. You know, I like where I am, but I don't love where I am. And I feel like Riku's going to be the same way. Yeah, I like acting and I have fun doing it, but there's nothing really challenging about it for him. And so it's just not as appealing. Where maybe doing DIY projects, taking things apart, putting things back, it's more of a challenge and he gets a little more of a thrill and it makes him feel happier doing that kind of stuff, you know? But there's this expectation now for him, especially since he was a child. It's basically been set up and it's like, this is what my father expects of me and this is what I'm going to do, you know? Aw, poor baby. Because Yukito was like, my agency expects this of me! And we kind of had to help him kind of push and then it was like, oh my god, this acting is working out great, awesome, you know what I mean? But we had to in a way kind of scooch him along and like finagle, so I feel like we're gonna do the same thing here. Anyway. So you've never had complaints of any of your roles? Right, we read that. And to be honest, I try not to feel one way or the other about the roles that come my way. What do you mean? I've been interviewed by all sorts of outlets before. Whenever they ask whether a specific role has left an impression on me, I've never given an answer. That's not out of consideration for your sponsors or to avoid naming names? No, it's not. A humble smile flashed across Nishijima's face, but he didn't elaborate. Let's just leave it at that. In the end, whether I like the roles or not doesn't matter. And besides, when it comes to Makino's films, his character shouldn't cause any issues for me. So if I pass these auditions, I'll give the character everything I've got. I haven't broken through yet. He's still giving me those empty star student answers. Nishijima stood up from his seat as if to say he was done with the conversation. Ugh, he's gonna leave. I have to keep him here somehow. Kiss him, that'll keep him here. What can I say to make him stay? There's gotta be a hint buried in what he's told me. Something that'll reach the real Nishijima. What will you say to make Riku stay? You seem confident, so you don't care? It's all well and good to say you'll work hard no matter what the role is. But if you read between the lines, you don't really care about the roles you play, do you? Oh, and that's strange, you see. Like, he doesn't care because he knows he can do them well. Because it's not a challenge for him. You know, like actors like, this is great, but I want a challenging role. And that's why they do different things and like try things and branch out from comedy into seriousness or whatever. But like, he's just, I don't think any roles are difficult for him. He's just got natural talent. But you could be like, I have a natural talent. It's easy and I make a lot of money and then I can do fun things on the side. But he's just not content with that, you know? I can tell from watching all the candidates here that every single actor brings something unique to the table. Even if they all played the same character and said the same lines, they'd each breathe new life into the part. I don't mean this in the bad way, but I'd argue that a performance is built around the actor, no matter how deeply in character they get. Whenever I watch you act, I can't really see who you are. When I saw you on TV, I was genuinely impressed by your performance. And yet, the more I see of you, the more I feel your acting is different from the others. I'm no acting expert, but I think passion is the key element here. Oh, he's mad! Oh! Look at that slightly angry. He's like, dare you say I have no passion? I'll show you my passion. I'll take it. I'll take it, sir. I bet you will. His eyes narrowed, and I hesitated to continue. I kind of like the slight glare. Like the slightly bitchy look. Like, yeah, okay. No, I can't back down now. I have to go hard or go home. It's not that you'll give any role your utmost effort. You just don't care, so it doesn't matter what the role is. That's how I see it, anyway. You got me. Nishijima laughed bitterly, but surrender was written all over his face. It seems you're far more perceptive than I've given you credit for. Let me just say this. It's not that I covet any given role or that I like or dislike them. It's simply my job as an actor. I don't get to choose every role that I play. Even if it's an undesirable character, I'll deliver the performance I'm obliged to put on. I cannot read today. That's what being a professional is to me. Whether the actor enjoys it or not's irrelevant. Although I suppose that applies to any job. I get what he's trying to say. You'll always have to put up with things you don't like at work. I've had plenty of jobs I didn't like, but I should be going. I've taken up quite a bit of your time, so please excuse me. I feel like I've taken up quite a bit of your time is like, you've taken up quite a bit of mine. But that's the polite way to say that. Oh, can I ask one more thing? What is it? I called out to Nishijima one last time as he tried to leave. I've learned something about your work ethic from our conversation. So what I want to ask is, do you actually want to make it through these auditions, Nishijima? As I told you earlier, I'll give it my full... That's not what I'm asking. I'm not talking about what comes afterward. I'm asking how you feel about these auditions. Is that question part of our selection criteria? Huh? I'll answer your question if it's relevant to the process. But if you're only asking to satisfy your curiosity, I'm not obligated to answer, am I? He leveled his gaze at me, eyes narrowed, so I love the fact that, like, he keeps giving me the bitch face. He's like, getting a little... He's dropping the persona, the nice, polite actor. Yes, okay, great. Oh, thank you very much. And he's like, I don't have to answer that bitch. He's getting a little feisty with us, and I'm here for it. Why are you asking this question? Part of the process? Personal interest. Pretzel time. I'm sorry. It actually has nothing to do with the process. I just wanted to know how you felt. So yes, it's more of a personal question. Sure, it's somewhat related, but this is good enough, right? To be fair, I do want to know how he feels. Why? Why what? Why didn't you lie just now? I would have answered you if you'd lied and said it was part of your job. I'm not really sure. It just didn't feel right to lie about it. See. You're stupidly honest. And by that I mean you're stupid and you're honest. Wow. I did not expect you to be the one to call me stupid. But I'm here for it. I like it. You're going to be that one. That's kind of like, are you going to be like, are you going to give me the cold shoulder treatment? Get me up against a wall, call me stupid, tell me not to fall in love with you, when I'm like, too bad, I'll follow you anywhere. Hell yeah. I like it. Joke's on you, I'm into that. Hey, you're totally twisting the meaning. I only meant it as a compliment. Okay, like, in an Otome game, I'll accept it. But, like, in reality, if someone is like, God, stupid, it's a compliment. Don't take that kind of abuse. That's not. Although my dad always called us all idiots. Oh, you're all idiots. Thanks, Dad. We love you too. You know what I mean? So that was like, you know what I mean? So, like, I guess it depends on the person, but I'm just saying there's too many people who would call you stupid and then be like, oh my God, it's a joke. You're taking, oh my God. And then, like, gaslight you into thinking that their verbal abuse is, like, your problem and not them being a dick. You know? It really depends on how Riku continues with this, but I'm not mad about it. I'll take it, because I love you, so whatever. That's a complete lie. I can see the glimmer in his eyes. Out of respect for you, I'll give you one answer. Whatever you actually think, whatever you feel when you see me, that's the correct answer. So that's how it is. I'm sure of it now. Nishijima is completely detached from his work as an actor. He remembers almost none of his previous roles because he has no interest in any of them. That means he'll just do whatever work comes his way in the future. He's insanely talented, even with that awful personality. What a waste. I like it, we're like, awful personality. I don't think that makes his personality awful. It just means he's really just not invested and this isn't what he wants to do. He's good at it, so he's going to do it, and he's going to do it to the best of his abilities, but it's not what makes him happy. He doesn't have a passion. We'll figure it out. We'll find his passion. I'll give him a passion for me. Pretend time complete! Oh! I'd unearthed an ugly truth about Nishijima. With that in mind, I spoke up one last time. I have a simple one for you. Why did you become an actor, Nishijima? My question stopped him in his tracks. Without turning to face me, Nishijima spoke, his words barely louder than breath. I'd like to know that myself. I was simply gifted with the talent and the environment to become an actor. Does that make me fortunate or unfortunate? Either way, it has nothing to do with my own personal desires. See this. This is exactly what I expected. After Yukito's route, I think it's like, it's the formula here, but you know what I mean? This isn't what he wanted to do. It's just, his father was an actor. He did some things as a child. He was naturally gifted at it. And it's just how he ended up, but it's not his passion. So yeah, he's cold and detached, and we're like, God, ugly personality. And it's like, it's not his personality that's a problem. It's his drive and ambition, I guess. He's not really He's gonna get far, but he doesn't have the ambition for it. He doesn't have the drive to do it or the passion for it, and that's valid, you know? But we're gonna have to pull him out of it and be like, God damn it, you should do what you want to do, after we're like, God damn, what the hell? Because if you think about it, you've got like a blessed fucking life. You're an actor, you're naturally talented, like, you're getting all this money, but you have to live a lie, you know? So it's like, on one hand, if you were naturally, like, you look at these people naturally talented to be an actor and be in the spotlight and you're so good at your job, you're amazing and you don't have to struggle. Like, anybody would be like, I want that. I don't want to struggle. Nobody wants to struggle, you know? But that's because you have struggled, so you know that it sucks and you're tired of it, you know? But when you're a Nishijima and you, like, yeah, you don't have to struggle or do anything, and maybe that you're like, hey, that's great, I have the easy track, but it doesn't give you any excitement or joy, you know? And that's the thing that she's not seeing that we on the outside don't see. You know what I mean? Like, right now she's like, oh, God, what the hell? But I think eventually it's going to come in like, oh, you know what, though? I'm only seeing it from the outside perspective, but when you go inside in his perspective, that sucks and that feels bad. He's got no passion, and passionlessness in your life is going to be is joyless, you know? Poor Riku! Aww! We need to go protect him. As I watched Nishijima walk away, I sighed. Wow, that was exhausting. I learned something about his inner self, but I'm sure it's just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, hell yeah. He always seems so detached to me, but maybe he has his own demons. In that case, it's not really my place to pry. I'd laid part of the groundwork for my script, but I was only feeling more anxious. Heaved another heavy sigh. Yeah, I kind of like that, you know, they're going there, but... Alright, so we're gonna skip a little bit. We got a few minutes left, technically. So we can skip a little bit more. This is the cooking scene, right? Now to simmer the curry. Nishijima, would you mind taking care of the garnishes? Actually, if you could tackle all the side dishes, that'd be a huge help. I've already finished cooking the rice, and I'll help you when I'm done here. No, wait. Hang on. I have plenty of questions, but first and foremost, why do I have to help you in the kitchen? You like working with your hands, don't you? Because you happen to pass by, duh! I think my favorite of this scene is still Kazuma with, like, you're cooking and you just see his sprite sneaking. Oh, what did I do? Sneaking the fuck in, like, like, that's still my favorite. Now that the sun was going down, the day's filming was drawing to a close, and some of the cast and crew had been set free. I'd been looking for someone to help me with the massive amount of cooking I had to do. Just then, I happened to catch sight of Nishijima with two awfully free hands. And that's how we got here. I'm sure there's someone else better suited to help you with this. Like Kamakubo, for instance. Nope, Kazuma's out. You're my top choice. Oh, look at his sad little pout! Why do I like their sad faces so much? What is fucking wrong with me? And it's not even like, yeah, I like it when you're sad. It's more like, in this case, I mean, sometimes like, I like it when you're sad. And that's a little sadistic, but I'm here for that too. But this is like, oh, I just want to bet you on that. It's okay, sweetie, I'll do all the cooking. It's okay, honey. Boop him on the nose. You can do it. You know how to cut carrots. Boop, boop. Just boop him on his sad little nose. Why is he so adorable? That's right. I didn't ask him just because he happened to be there. I managed to talk to him enough to craft his character, but hopefully he'll open up about something more personal. Maybe I'm being a little heavy-handed, but I needed this chance to get closer to my father. I'm fine. I'll help however I can, but don't expect too much. Okay. So, what should I do first? And do you need me to go buy anything? No, please take care of the salad first. The salad? All the ingredients are ready for you. Just mix them up however you want. It's like, has he never made a fucking salad in his life? Is he a pampered rich boy? I shoved a knife and cutting board at him and turned back to the pot of curry. I once read that mutual endeavors are the key to deepening personal relationships. I'll chat with him while we cook, and we'll grow even closer. That was my ulterior motive. I don't think we're gonna get through the whole cooking scene. So like, we're like at times. So I was gonna do. I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be a little bit, and they're gonna get more personal stuff. So even though we're kind of in the middle of the cooking scene, there was a transition. So I'll stop it here, and we'll finish up the cooking scene and get a little more in depth into Riku. Woo! And then next time we'll be full on into his route because we just have this little thing, and then we head right into his route. So it'll be all new stuff. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.